Novak Djokovic completed one of the finest performances of his career on Sunday to capture a record-breaking 7th Australian Open crown at Melbourne Park. The world no. 1 outclassed no. 2 ranked Rafael Nadal, the 2009 champion, throughout the 53rd meeting of their legendary rivalry for a 6-3, 6-2, 6-3 victory in 2 hours and 4 minutes for his 15th major championship trophy, to pass Pete Sampras, 14, in the all-time Grand Slam singles title list. "It ranks right at the top," said Djokovic. "Under the circumstances, playing against Nadal, such an important match, I mean, it's amazing. Obviously back-to-back semi-finals, against Lucas Pouille, and final, I think I made 15 unforced errors in total in 2 matches. It's quite pleasantly surprising to myself, as well, even though I always believe I can play this way, visualize myself playing this way. At this level, it was truly a perfect match. Sampras was someone that I look up to. When I was started to play tennis, one of the first images of tennis in general was him playing Wimbledon, winning I think his first title back in '93. I was a small boy in Kapanik, this mountain resort in the south of Serbia. Nobody had ever touched a tennis racket before me. I did not have a tennis tradition in my family. I did have sports tradition. So it was definitely a sign of destiny to start playing tennis, to aspire to be as good as Pete. To surpass him with Grand Slam titles, I'm speechless." Djokovic, who breaks a tie with Roy Emerson and Roger Federer for most Australian titles, now trails only Federer, 20, and Nadal, 17. His 28th victory over Nadal, 28-25 overall, marked his 73rd tour-level crown. Top 4 all-time Grand Slam singles title leaders. Player Grand Slam titles: 1. Roger Federer, Switzerland; 22. Rafael Nadal, Spain; 17-3. Novak Djokovic, Serbia; 15-4. Pete Sampras, United States; 14. The 31-year-old Djokovic, who picked up the 2018 Wimbledon and US Open titles en route to a return to no. 1. The ATP rankings, is also the first man in tennis history record 3 streaks of 3 or more consecutive major titles. Djokovic won 3 straight titles in 2011-12, 2011 Wimbledon, 2012 Australian Open, and became the first man to hold all 4 Grand Slams at once, since Rod Laver in 1969, when he won 4 straight major titles in 2015-16. Djokovic won 56 of his 59 service points, hit 34 winners and committed just 9 unforced errors. Nadal, who dropped his serve 5 times, won 51% of his first service points and made 28 unforced errors. 7 years ago in the 2012 final, Djokovic beat Nadal in 5 sets over 5 hours and 53 minutes. "I think he played fantastic," said Nadal. "When he's playing that way, I think I needed something else. I was not able to have that extra thing tonight. It was unbelievable the way that he played, no doubt about that. I played fantastic tennis during both weeks, but by probably playing that well, I didn't suffer much. 5 months without competing, having that big challenge in front of me, I needed something else. That's my feeling, to compete at this super high level." Nadal, 32, had no answer to Djokovic's peak performance, in his attempt to become the first man in the Open era since April 1968, and only the 3rd man in history, after Emerson and Laver, who had been a part of Sunday's doubles presentation party, to win each of the 4 Grand Slam championship trophies twice. Players aged 30 to win multiple Grand Slam titles. The Australian Open final was won first set. Djokovic came out of the blocks with a fast start, sharpened his first service game, and then struck his ground strokes cleanly to break Nadal for a 2-0 lead. Through the first 3 games, Djokovic had won 12 out of 13 points before Nadal, at 0-3, ripped his first winner and let out a "vamos." He went on to save 1 break point at 30-40 en route to clinching his first game, but kept being pushed behind the baseline. Although Nadal started to rebuild his confidence, Djokovic remained in control, hitting 12 winners and earning 20 of his 21 service points to complete the 36-minute set. second set. Nadal wasn't playing badly, but he needed to play at such a high level to keep up with Djokovic, and continued to overhit early in the second set. It wasn't until the second point at 1-2 that Djokovic lost one of his first service points, and in the next game, successive backhand errors by Nadal handed Djokovic another break. Djokovic came through his toughest test at 3-2 through superb balance and clever placement to Nadal's backhand. Having broken for a 5-2 advantage, Djokovic closed out to love with 3 straight aces. The Serbian star committed just one unforced error, winning 30 of the 45 total points in the 40-minute set. Third set. For all the talk of Nadal's refined service motion and potent forehand, Djokovic's serve and eagerness to step into the court for cross-court backhands was doing the damage. Nadal continued to fight, attempting to get himself fired up. However, Djokovic drew his Spanish opponent to the net for a drop shot to break in the third game. Although Nadal created his first breakpoint of the match at 2-3, 30-40 on Djokovic's serve, any rally over 6 shots went the way of the world no. 1, who was in simply irresistible form. Djokovic broke for a 5th time to complete victory and is now 68-8 lifetime at Melbourne Park, venue of the Australian Open.